I was sat kind of thinking about what I was going to do for the next project, and I thought about the words, for when I look at you, I see me. And then I started to think about what them words meant really to me. And when I was thinking about them, I was kind of thinking about my childhood and thinking about my grandmother, and I wondered if other people felt the same, that if women had inspired them in the same way, or been surrounded by kind of, you know, strong women that have influenced them in some way. In conversation, I'd just ask someone, I'd say, I'm doing this new project, would you like to send me an image? Then after that, I got some flyers printed, and I started giving them to people to hand out for me. Then I started sending emails to people. It's not been easy to get a response, but over that, it's been a long time that I've been doing it, so now I've got, you know, probably nearly 100 images from people. The process has really sometimes come down to the fact that, do I think I can paint from that image? Even though some of the images are wonderful, I've not quite had enough material to work from. Some of them are such beautiful photographs that I thought really they should stay photographs as well, so that's kind of been part of the process. Do they need to be changed? If it's a project about snapshots and about paintings, it's also making a decision if I can do anything with that photograph, because it's already so beautiful. Although a lot that are sent are black and white, so they obviously look a lot different when I've painted them, because I've got nothing to work from. All I'm doing is looking at a black and white image and just thinking, right, I need to go for this, and with my own technique, make it something that's got life in it again, really. And that's what I try to do. Try to put something back into something that that you haven't got. It's different from a photograph, because you know, I don't want to copy a photograph, and that's something I've never wanted to do. But I enjoy the process of painting, and I think it's important in any painting that you've got some life in it, and people want to look at it. It's interesting to look at. Otherwise, there'll be no point in looking at it. I started out making sculptures, and I think because I'm trained to make sculptures, and I did that for a long time, you know, from being 18, I did it for a lot of years, travelling and working in foundries, you know, things like that, that I think even though I'm painting now, I still actually deal with them as like a sculpture. So I'm still building them up with structures, even though it's 2D and not 3D. So quite often, if I'm going to look at an image and I'm going to start straight onto the canvas, I might use spray paints, I might get some big palette knives, I just start building the layers up, because it takes such a long time to build the layers up. You're not going to start with a tiny brush, because it's even going to, there's no need to do that because you're not putting detail on yet, you're just building an armature underneath, you know. So I tend to go for it, and anything that's not right, then I just paint it out again. I'm not scared to make a mistake on them, because the lovely thing about painting is you just paint over it if it doesn't work. It's just, you just keep going. And I think they go through lots of stages of not working, and that's okay, because then you just do it again and you redraw into it and you rebuild the layers up, and I just go for it. Over the years I've tried very hard not to consciously copy anybody, and I know that a lot of people like things to look perfectly like someone, but I think when you start doing that, it can sometimes takes the life out of things, and that's when it stops being kind of exciting to look at. And so that's why I try to use lots of movement, lots of colour, and try to make it look interesting. Even if people aren't interested in portraits, there's something on there that will interest them. If they're interested in the surface of things or colours, or I just try to produce things that's honest, and if I keep it honest, then hopefully somebody will like it.